What's up, folks, and welcome back to Dyce Reacts, where we are staying in Poland. Tonight, I'm going to be going to university, officer class, Poland's military university. This is hella interesting. Right over the side, check this one out. We ain't going to waste no more time. We're just going to get right into it, folks. We're going to get right into it. Oh, yeah.
Leaning into their computer screens, they could be mistaken for teenagers playing a computer game. But here, there are no second chances. At Poland's Military University of Land Forces, these simulators are part of cadets' training for the contemporary battlefield. With its Latin motto, Veritas Honor Patria, Truth, Honor, Fatherland, the university blends references to Polish military traditions with an awareness of present-day threats. 19 or so when they arrive, these men and women will one day lead the Polish army. Some may go on to become generals. With Russia flexing its muscles again, defence is back in the spotlight in Poland. A member of NATO since 1999, Poland is one of the alliance's few members that meets its annual defence spending target of 2% of GDP. Yet the conflict in neighbouring Ukraine has driven Poland to go further. Last year, President Andrzej Duda signed a law raising annual defence spending to 2.5% of GDP by 2025 and doubling the number of soldiers to 200,000.
Wow.
In March, Poland signed a multi-billion-dollar deal to buy a Patriot air defence system from the United States. Yet even the most cutting-edge equipment will mean little without the next generation of commanders.
True that.
Built on the site of former German military barracks on the edge of Wrocław in southwestern Poland, it is one of 5 academies for the Polish Army, including the Navy and Air Force. It has nearly 1,000 cadets, around 20% of them women. They enroll on a 5-year program, which results in a master's degree and a job leading a platoon in a military base somewhere in Poland. In addition to training Polish officers, the university is banking on openness, welcoming cadets from abroad to train in Poland, from Saudi Arabia to the United States. After rising at 6 in the morning, cadets are briefed by their commanders. Their days are packed with practical and theoretical training. At the shooting range, where they learn to shoot Polish-made Beryl 5.56mm assault rifles, on simulators which include a Rosomak military vehicle, or even at the swimming pool, dressed in uniform carrying heavy plastic weapons. Echoing Poland's long-standing military traditions, they also train on horseback. Classes run until dusk. Every evening, the cadets polish their boots thoroughly, and before going to bed at 10 p.m, they're summoned out of their dorms for inspection. Alongside hard skills, the university seeks to turn cadets into future leaders. Without personality, skills are nothing, and vice versa, its staff maintain. The ideal graduate is simultaneously a military specialist, a commander, and a leader ready to operate within international military structures. In the past, these qualities have been rapidly tested on Poland's missions to Iraq and Afghanistan. As the situation to Poland's east remains fragile, today's cadets may yet have to demonstrate them closer to home. And with relations between the West and Russia tense again, NATO can remain confident that Poland is taking defense seriously.
There is so many different skills you don't think of when you think about a soldier. You may see like the soldier is just learning about ammunition and those like artillery, but you don't think about the different everyday skills that maybe like common people have that one person must attain. For instance, you gotta learn how to swim. If you can't swim, you gotta learn how to swim. That's a must, because you don't know the situation that you're gonna be in. As a soldier, you have to know how to, like they were riding a horse. You never know, sometimes that's the method you have to go around in the situation you might find yourself in other parts of the world during battle. You know, you have to be fit, which is definitely a must. Just many different things that you don't think of. Sometimes you think that everyone has those skills that you may see people doing every day, but one soldier must learn all those skills. So it takes some time when you think about it, apart from those extraordinary things that you have to learn, that a soldier must learn. And Poland is very, very well groomed and equipped with what I'm seeing there and other videos I've seen. I wasn't thinking of it as a university, but what I've gathered there, it's like a university because there's so much compounded in there. There's so much levels to their training that it is a university when you look at it. Especially if what's taking place right now in the world, it even makes them more like you were saying, get up towards warfare. Yes, so this is a little eye-opener as to thinking about it from a university standpoint and not just from a specific training standpoint, because when you think about training, military training, you only think about like the boot camp and all those things. You don't really think about the intellectual aspects of the training per se. Sometimes you kind of forget about that aspect and you just think about the physical aspect, but the intellectual training is definitely necessary as a whole. If there's a video that is more in depth in terms of the Polish university, I want to see it. So you guys can hit me up in the comments with a link, or you could just give me the information and I will try and find a video that goes more in depth as to the military university. Yes, if you want to see that long drawn outro that I do, hit me over on Dyce Reacts where I do music reactions. This is where I'm going to be making my exit. So until next time, peace out.